Howdy, ladies and gents. My name is Thom Gibson, and it is the first week of Teacher Summer. It is pretty common for teachers to have some sort of side hustle or supplemental income in the summer, and so I thought I'd take this opportunity to kind of share with you what I am doing for my teacher side hustle, as well as some of the other things going on this summer with me. First off, I got a new camera, and you can't tell because it's the same lens, but I can actually zoom out and zoom in, and then it refocuses on my face. It's so exciting. I don't have to do the focus. I'm really excited about it. I've had some kind of side hustle almost every summer that I've been a teacher, from working at Chipotle and gaining a lot of weight because I had a free burrito every day, to doing summer camps, to starting my own voiceover side business a couple summers ago and still doing that to this day. But for those who don't know, a couple months ago, I officially made Thom Gibson Media LLC, and all of the stuff that I'm doing on this channel and the podcast and my online courses is falling under the umbrella of Thom Gibson Media. So in addition to continuing to do voiceover work over on Fiverr.com, the biggest thing that I'm working on right now is my classroom economy course. I've experimented a lot. I've had videos on this YouTube channel. I've tried things over on Teachers Pay Teachers, having this big 14-page PDF that I had on my website that I sold, where it had links to videos and documents and everything like that. But I have finally migrated all of that stuff onto a nice, clean e-course platform where you have different lessons and you can click on the lesson video and then you have a homework assignment. And by the time you're watching this video, it is available on my website, thomgibson.com/classroom economy. And so I'm going to be exploring Facebook ads to try to get that in front of the right people. I've made a promo video that I put on YouTube just a couple days ago that will be my promo that I'm hoping to use for my Facebook ads as well. And so we'll see how that goes. I think it has a lot of the potential to be one of the main sources of side income for me, especially being that one of the podcasters that I listen to has a really successful podcast, Pat Flynn's Smart Passive Income, and he says he makes more money on his online courses than he does on his massively successful podcast that's like in the top 10 of podcasts that are listened to on Apple Podcasts. So I'm still doing the podcast and YouTube because I love doing them and it's a lot of fun, but I'm hoping to drive a lot of traffic to this so it hopefully becomes a lucrative source of supplemental income. The other thing that I've been doing is YouTube consulting. I've done this in the past with just people that I know that are like, hey Tom, I'd love to know how to do the YouTube thing. Can we sit down and you can take a look at what I have so far? And then I break down their channel, their videos and their titles and their thumbnails and talk about coming up with a content strategy, whether it be YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. And I've been getting more requests like that, even though I'm not actually actively searching it out. I recently spoke with a real estate agent who said, hey, I love making YouTube videos about my motorcycle and I've done a little bit as a real estate agent, but I would love to talk to you about making video content and growing my real estate business on Facebook. And so we sat down and looked at what he had and came up with a content strategy and said, okay, let's make these your next 3 to 5 videos and how can we add value to the people that you are trying to attract. And it's actually been a lot of fun. And he even said that there's opportunities to go to his real estate company and then give seminars to the whole company on how to use social media or how to use video to grow your business. So that's something that I found pretty interesting and that I want to spend a little more time thinking through. That ties in with my other YouTube channel called Tom Teaches YouTube, where I am making content about how to video edit and grow on YouTube and create thumbnails and all the little ins and outs of using video to get your message out. As I'm building this library of how to do YouTube videos, I'm thinking through, do I want to make this something that is a semester-long elective curriculum that I sell to districts, or do I want to make it something really similar to my classroom economy thing where I just refer people to my online course on how to create YouTube videos and grow on YouTube? I'm still thinking through that. And so right now that channel is a place for me to hold those videos and get feedback from people and see what's working and what's not. So if you're wanting to grow on YouTube and try to do a little bit more with your business and video and all that, go check out some of those videos and let me know what you think. Also on the YouTube track, I am going to be giving a workshop at LearnFest ATX, which is a educational conference here in Austin, Texas, that's very tech-based. And that is actually gonna be the first conference that I speak at and do a workshop at. And so that's really exciting. I'm gonna be doing a workshop on how I taught a YouTube video production course, as well as giving the people there the opportunity to think through what they need to do if they want to create their own YouTube channels. So I may post something on this channel or at least on Instagram during that conference. So if you'd like to see some of the education stuff that I'm doing on Instagram, head over to Gibson Education over there on Instagram. And lastly, with the side hustle stuff, I was recently interviewing another podcaster for my podcast. And after we did the interview, we were just kind of talking about the different things that we're doing in the podcasting and side hustle space. And he says says that he does a lot of podcast editing. And I thought, I think I could do that too, particularly if it's podcasts where it's just an interview and people need the intro and then they have the interview and then they have the outro and they want all the levels balanced out and for it to sound loud enough and a lot more professional through compression and equalizers and things like that. That's something that I think I could probably do in less than an hour for someone else's episode, maybe even 30 minutes if I create a template where it's kind of just drag and drop. And so I'm also thinking through how I want to find clients for that and make it something where it's not a ton of time, but it's pretty good pay for the amount of hours that go into it. And so outside of the side hustle world, me and my wife are going to be doing a little bit of traveling this summer. Her dad just retired and we're going to be going on an Alaskan cruise to celebrate his retirement, which is super fun. I've never been to Alaska. I have done one cruise before, so I don't plan on making a vlog series on that one since a lot of the time it's probably going to be on the boat, but I do want to try out my new camera here and work on refining some of my photography skills. We're also going to visit my sister and her husband down in Hawaii. They just got stationed down there last August and we haven't gotten a chance to go there and see them. Found out that my sister is also pregnant with their firstborn. It'll be the first niece on my side of the family, which is exciting. The baby won't have been born by the time we get down there, but we do plan on seeing the whole area where they made the TV show Lost because we're big Lost fans and just enjoying the vibes of Hawaii. That one I may do a travel vlog series. I still need to finish my Bali ones. We went to Bali back in September and I've only made one of like the maybe 3 or 4 videos worth of footage that I got. And so that's on the docket this summer to finish up as well. Outside of that, I'm hoping to do a little bit of summer reading. I think I can manage 3 books a month. During the school year, I usually do 2. 3 should be doable, particularly on the cruise and when we're traveling and everything like that. If you'd like to keep up with what I am reading, I actually have a separate Instagram account for that because I like having those visuals of the different books I'm reading and my thoughts on them. And that Instagram is Books and Beef Jerky. I also eat beef jerky and talk about it on there. On a side note, I just ordered, and by the time this video comes out, it will be out, the Side Hustle book by Chris Guillebeau. He's also got this podcast called Side Hustle School. It's like a coffee table book full of side hustle stories. And so I'll link to that in the description if you're interested. I don't have it yet, but from the pictures of it, it looks super cool. And it'll compete for coffee table space with Sarah's Harry Potter coffee table books and 100 Places You Need to Travel coffee table books. This is more of a Thom coffee table book with side hustles. So I think that'll be cool. Also, me and Sarah have been running a lot more together in the last couple of months, trying to get around 15 miles a week. So we're going to try to continue to do that even as it gets a little warmer, maybe running near the end of the days. I am back to doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. On my last vlog, I was out because my hand was hurt. It still kind of hurts, but I started back last Friday. I haven't re-injured it, so that is good. I shoot for 1 competition a year when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu. Last year, I did it at the end of summer, so a lot of summer was training up for that. I did one back in March, and so I'm still going to be training 3 to 5 times a week, but without the added pressure of having a competition at the end of the summer. Want to finish up a couple of podcast edits. I feel really lucky that I've got a lot of the audio recorded for maybe the next 3 or 4 podcasts, and now it's just down to kind of structuring them into these narratives and to sort of tell a story and make it like an NPR style podcast, which takes a little more editing time, so I'll be doing that over the summer as well. That's the Stories from the Classroom podcast if you're interested in checking that out. And I still plan on having at least 1 video a week here on this YouTube channel, either teaching tips or teaching vlogs, or with the summer here having a couple of the travel vlogs posted, but that'll be pretty fun. I would like to hear from you. What are your side hustle plans this year? And what is the best side hustle you've had as a teacher during the summer? And what is the worst side hustle that you will probably never do again as a teacher during the summers? Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to stay in the loop with any upcoming videos of teaching tips or teaching vlogs, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you hit the bell, you'll get notified as soon as a new video comes up. I'm Thom Gibson. I hope you learned something today, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.